Hello there.
Hello, beautiful.
Tim, you look prettier.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Hey everyone, welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. We got a good one for you today. 1-0 teams going up against each other. It's Anna. This is Anna. Anna's gonna be co-hosting with me today. Tim couldn't be here. Anna, these teams, a bit of background. They've all probably been teammates with each other at some point, and then sort of mixed around and stuff like that. This year, the teams are David and Alex, Jack and Albert. Both teams are 1-0. Both teams did very well in their first match, and now only one team can be 2-0. Anna, thoughts on the teams playing? And you're here. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's very off-putting to hear you in one room and then hear me and hear you on this computer is very weird. But yeah, looks like we're gonna have a fun time. That all totally made so much sense, and I can't wait.
Great. I agree. I can hear you talking about 5 seconds behind when it comes through the computer, but that's fine. We'll get used to it. Let's hear what the teams have to say in the promos.
Well, I've never been a team with Alex or David, so I never got picked. So I'm pretty sad. I'm left out of the whole shuffling and everything. But I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, me too. Going up against a former teammate myself with Alex. Very excited to be here. We're all good buddies. This is just a friendly match, win-win scenario. Whoever wins, but I hate losing, so I'm gonna try my best to win. Albert.
Yep. Yeah. We're gonna win it. Enough said.
I mean, I'm not a team whore. I only had one team through my whole career, and then we respectfully decided we were looking in different directions. He wanted to win. I didn't care. So here we are again. Alex, hi.
Hey, baby. I actually am a team whore. And it's more important to me than life that I win this match because I have to prove that I won the breakup. So, David, does today feel like a winning kind of day to you?
It does, actually. My arm hurts a little bit, but I have scars and everything, but I am not in too much pain or in painkillers today. So let's eat that horse.
Anna, the word horror was used quite a bit in that. How does that make you feel? Weird? There's a lady here, people. Come on. We're going to get into round number one. Round number one is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each team is going to have, or a player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down, at which point the player will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each team will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number one?
Nope.
All right. Anna, hit them with the first question. You thought
All right. Gotta get my best hosting voice on. All right, your first question is going to be in the category of criminal underworld. What does the main antagonist's name, DK, stand for in the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift?
We've seen this one.
We have.
The one that
What'd you think of it? Fun?
Yeah.
There's some weird shit that happens in it.
For sure.
Very odd.
That's pretty good.
It's always a rough thing talking about the movie we just about because you're like, I don't want to say the answer. 5.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to David.
This is just for Alex. Tony Khan.
Jack.
Is it Drift King?
We'll go to Alex.
Drift King.
And Albert.
I heard DK. I think Donkey Kong.
That is in the movie, but Drift King is correct.
Okay.
1-1. As we get to the second question, which comes in the category of YA. In Twilight Eclipse, we find out that Rosalie was turned into a vampire after nearly being killed by a man named Royce. What specific relation did she have to Royce?
Did you make me not ask this question because I messed it up when I was practicing
We
before?
did. We were practicing before this because Anna was a little nervous about reading, and she said a word wrong in this question. I was like, strike one. So we'll see how the rest of this goes. That's a cool wall behind you, by the way. 5,
Thanks.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jack.
Fiance.
We'll go to Alex.
Fiance.
We'll go to Albert.
I said they were married.
And David.
Fiance.
Fiance is correct. So with that, Cabin 66 has taken the 1-point lead. It's 3-2. What is the next question, Anna?
All right. The next question is in the category of mixed bag. Who plays Freddy Krueger in A Nightmare on Elm Street 2010?
Oh,
It's bad to be anything.
Did you like my hand motions?
I did. We did it at the same time. It was very in sync.
Yes. Yeah.
No, in real time, it was probably about 5 seconds apart.
I think so.
Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Alex.
Jackie Earl Haley.
We'll go to Albert.
Jackie Earl Haley.
David.
Jackie Earl Haley.
And Jack.
Jackie Earl Haley.
All answers are correct. Scores 5-4. Let's get to the next question, which comes in the category of creature features. In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, what type of animal is the character Rocksteady transformed into? Mutated into is another way to say that. You were wearing a hat before.
Yeah, it's right here.
Why did you take it off? We could have been matching.
That is why I took it off.
You don't want to match me,
Nope.
but I'm like a trendsetter.
Nope.
5,
Definitely
4,
not.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jack's wearing a hat, but we're gonna go to Albert.
Rhino.
David.
One or the other. Rhino.
Jack.
One of the two. Rhino.
And Alex.
50-50. Rhino.
Rhino is correct. Almost asked the other one, but that's for a later man. Anna, what's the next question?
The next question is in the category Law and Order. The main villain's secret base is located in the Fu Chow restaurant in which Law and Order film?
In the future, when you say the category Law and Order, you are allowed to say dun dun after it if you want.
Okay, great.
Do you want to practice now?
No. Law and Order. Dun dun.
Yeah, dun dun.
Great.
Let's all
Thanks.
go to court. Dun dun.
I totally know what that means. Is that
5.
from
It's like from a show. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to David, I think.
Rush Hour.
We'll go to Jack, I think.
Rush Hour 3.
We'll go to Alex.
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
And Albert.
Is that Rush Hour 2?
One of you is correct. It's not Alex. It's one of the Rush Hours. It's Rush Hour, the first one.
Thank you, David.
Is correct. That puts Kevin in the lead 8-6. Is that what you have, Anna?
That is what I have.
Great. Then we'll move to the next question, which comes in the category of Star Wars. In Return of the Jedi, what specifically does Luke offer as a gift to Jabba while asking to seek an audience to barter for Han's life? Would you have known this one?
Oh, I don't know. I just completely zoned out with the question. Yeah, I think I would. You asked me this question while we watched it.
Oh, and that's probably what inspired me to write it.
Probably.
That would make sense. Okay, so like, while we were watching it, you got it right, but like a couple days later, what do you think?
Probably.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Jack.
Isn't it Chewbacca?
We'll go to Alex.
R2 and 3PO.
We'll go to Albert.
I just said C3PO.
And David.
R2D2 and C3PO.
R2D2 and C3PO is the correct answer. So both members of Cabin 66 will get that. They widen the lead 10-6. What is the next question, Anna?
The next question is in the category of Star Trek. What was the second Star Trek film to feature Klingons?
Klingons.
Klingons.
Haven't gotten to that one yet.
No, we have not.
That's okay. I think we
all
did
our
good.
tricks right now.
I saw that word coming and I was like, how's this gonna go? You could probably sound it out, and you were close.
Thanks. It wouldn't be, listen, I wouldn't be filling in for Tim if I didn't at least mispronounce one thing.
That is true. Tim's bad at the words. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Alex.
Search for Spock.
Go to Albert.
Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock.
We'll go to David.
Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock.
And Jack.
The Search for Spock.
Search for Spock is correct. Clean sweep, 12-8. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of DreamWorks animation. In Kung Fu Panda, what is the name of Shifu's elite group of students who all compete to be the Dragon Warrior? You've been on this one.
Yeah.
We're going to go see, not to date this match, but may go see a sequel this very soon.
I feel like you're giving away all my tricks right now. Everyone knows what I've watched at this point.
Well, stop. It's okay. Everyone else in the community literally puts what they watch on an app, and then everyone reads it so they know what they don't watch. 5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2. They know how they feel about it. 1. Pens down. Look, it's very bad for trivia players, but good for movie enthusiasts. We'll go to Albert.
The Furious 5.
We'll go to David.
The Furious 5.
Jack.
The Furious 5.
And Alex.
The Furious 5.
Furious 5. I thought that was just an F, and like you didn't finish.
Oh.
Furious 5 is correct. 14-10. As you get the penultimate question, what is it, Anna?
Your penultimate question is in the category American Spies. I almost just read the same question. Who attempts to defuse a bomb at an airport, which winds up not being a real bomb in Dead Reckoning Part 1?
Apparently, it's not called this anymore. It's just called Dead Reckoning.
Listen, I just read it as it was typed.
No, you were absolutely in the play. No, you're fine. I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying, like, isn't that interesting? They called it Part 1, thinking there'd be a Part 2, but now the Part 2 is just going to be called something else, so they're going to change this back.
It's kind of lame.
So I'm sick of the Part 1, Part 2 nonsense.
Sounds like they failed.
A little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to David.
Benji.
We'll go to Jack.
Benji.
Alex.
Benji.
And Albert.
Benji.
Benji is correct. Clean sweep, 16-12. There are no more perfect rounds. I made sure during that last question. As we get to the final question of the round, which comes in the category of Marvel. Who was the first person to play the character Cyclops in an X-Men film? I almost said something funny. I'll tell you later.
Okay. Probably not that funny.
It's pretty funny.
I better laugh.
You will laugh, I promise.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jack, who's apparently a Yankees.
No, it's just a hat that I have. James Marsden.
Go to Alex.
James Marsden.
Go to Albert.
James Marsden.
And David.
James Marsden.
James Marsden is correct for another clean sweep and the end of round number 1. We have a whopping score with Cabin 66 in the lead, 18 to some assembly required 14. I think that's the first time I said both of your team names in full, and I apologize, but Those are the teams that are playing. So we move into round number 2. Here's how round number 2 is going to work. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each team will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they could choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you'd like to check down to multiple choice, in which case it'll only be worth 1, and be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are Creature Features, Star Trek, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, MCU, Criminal Underworld, and Disney Animation. With that being said, Cabin 66, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin or defer to some assembly required?
I say we go first, right?
Yeah, I say just keep going.
Yeah.
All right, then. This will be your first spin. Lands on Criminal Underworld. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I think we can do better.
I also think we can do better.
Great. Spin it again.
Let's do better. Oh, you're doing about the same.
Guess not. Okay.
Once again, all right, Anna, would you do the honor of reading round number 2 to Cabin 66?
Sure thing.
It's there now.
Do I have to ask them if they're ready?
You can.
For your questions.
Yes.
Awesome. A thought-to-be-dead character emerges from a submarine in Antarctica in which Fast and Furious film?
That's the latest one.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm gonna trust you.
Feels weird. You get multiple choice if you want.
It depends on. I can't remember it, so it's one of the ones I haven't seen.
Multiple choice, please.
Okay.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Furious 7, B, Fate of the Furious, C, F9, or D, Fast X.
Okay, so I have seen 2 of those, and I don't remember it in any of those. So it's, I say, let's go with your gut.
10. Got it.
So
we'll
D?
do D. Final answer.
That's correct for 1 point.
Okay, your second question is, who plays the hacker of the group 9-Ball in Ocean's 8?
That's Rihanna.
Rihanna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
Final answer.
All right. Your third question is, the woman with the authority to close the Continental has what title in John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum?
Oh.
The Adjudicator?
Yes, that's it.
The Adjudicator. Final answer?
That's correct for 2 points.
All right. Your penultimate question is, a funeral is held for which character who is believed to have died in Fast and Furious?
That's the 4th one?
Fast and Furious is the 4th one, so I think that's Letty, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Letty. Final answer?
That is correct for 2 points.
All right, and your final question is, what holiday is the heist planned on? Sorry, that was weird. Let me show it again. What holiday is the heist planned on in 1960s Ocean's 11?
Oh, fuck. I haven't finished it, man. I don't know.
I can't remember. I multiple choice. Right.
Yeah.
Multiple choice, please.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Christmas, B, New Year's Eve, C, Halloween, or D, Thanksgiving.
All right. So I've seen like the first 20 minutes, and I don't remember it being winter.
Yeah, but I want to say it's New Year's.
Go ahead.
5.
E. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 more point and a sweep of Criminal Underworld after that. And I have Cabin 66 with their score up to 26.
Yes, me too.
Sweet.
Do some
Yep,
math.
726. All right, then we will bring back up the wheel for some assembly required. This will be your first spin. Where it lands on opponent's choice.
Fun.
766. Here are the categories.
All right. So
First instinct, I would say Trek.
Trek, not Wars
Mm,
or creature features.
you know what? We were all 50-50 on that. On that one question. I don't know, man. Just pick one. It's fine. It doesn't.
Okay.
Just pick one. I would say
You-
Trek because it leaves it more on Jack or on Albert.
Yeah, but he's pretty good at it, for my understanding. And I'm leaning creature features because it's new. There's a lot of stuff in it.
Can do
Apes
that.
are getting deeper.
Do
Let's
that,
do creature features.
All right, creature features it is. And thank God, because there's a lot of matches coming up that need Star Trek questions. So some assembly required. I'll be reading your questions in the category of creature features. Are you prepared for them?
Sure.
All right, your first question. Which Planet of the Apes film features an ape throwing their feces at a human guard as a distraction?
Distraction.
War for the Planet of the Apes, isn't it?
Oh
'Cause
yes, yeah.
distracting
Yeah.
them so he can get to the Colonel.
Mhm.
Yeah, so War then.
Yes.
Okay, War for the Planet of the Apes. Final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who plays Amanda Kirby in Jurassic Park 3?
Kirby.
I don't-
Is that Tia Leone?
I'm not 100% sure on that. Do you feel confident in that?
90%.
Okay, go for it.
Tia Leone. Final answer.
That's correct for 2 points.
Hell yeah, Albert.
All right, your third question. Who is the first character sent back in time in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3?
That's April O'Neil, right?
Yeah, it would be April.
Okay.
Yes, April.
April O'Neil. Final answer.
That's correct for 2 points. Some assembly required. Your penultimate question. Larry Vaughn holds what political office in the Jaws franchise?
Larry's the dipshit mayor of Amity Island, so mayor.
Go for it.
Mayor. Final answer.
That's correct, and I'm sorry. That's correct for 2 points as we get to your final question. What type of weapon does Kong use to kill Mechagodzilla in Godzilla vs. Kong?
Isn't it his axe, like made of the Godzilla dorsal plate thing?
So the axe, right? That's the only.
Yeah.
What other weapon is there?
I cannot remember another weapon that he wields other than the axe.
So I would say the axe. Yeah.
Okay, axe. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points and a clean sweep of creature features. Anna, after that, I have Cabin 66 still in the lead, 26 to some assembly required 24. Is that what you have?
That is what I have.
Great 2 point game going into round number 3. Here's how round number 3 is going to work. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Once the teams hear the category, they can choose who will take the question. The other player will have to take question 2. They can reset for questions 3 and 4, and teams can confer on the 5th and final question. Once you hear the category, you can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If you get the question correct, you will gain those points. If you get the question incorrect, you will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Teams, any questions as we enter round number 3?
No.
All right, then the first category you get points on is Pixar. Let's get bets starting. Cabin 66, who will be taking it for how much?
Me for 2.
And some assembly required.
Me for 2.
All right, your question in Pixar. Who replaces Sully on Roar Omega Roar after Sully is kicked out of the scaring program in Monsters University? You've been to university.
What, me? Yes.
Yeah, who else am I talking to? What do you
I've
mean?
been to 2.
Okay, great. Who else would I be talking to?
I don't know. Yourself.
That's fair. I do that sometimes.
I'm just mad that you gave me the
You
next
think I
question.
looked into the camera and told myself that I went to university?
Yeah, because you've been to a million universities.
I've been to them, yes. 5. Like I went there and said, "Oh, look, a university." 2.
So annoying.
1. Pens down. We'll start with David
Randall?
and Albert.
Randall.
Randall is correct. 2 points apiece. Still a 2-point game. Anna, what is the next category they can bet points on?
The next category you can bet points on is Law and Order. Dun dun.
There you go. Let's get bets starting with Jack
1.
and Alex.
0.
All right. Anna, what's the question?
This is a hard question to read. Which Law and Order film features robbers targeting the following locations: Adriano's, City Deposit, and Empyrean Fields?
That was literally the easiest question
No, it was not.
to read.
I did a good job, though, right?
You struggled not at all, but when you had to say, what was it? Heist. The word heist really threw you in round 2.
What?
Or was it the fact that the words on and in were next to each other? That could have done it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll talk about it. 5, 4,
Trouble now.
3,
Repeat.
2. All right, that is some assembly requires first repeat. Go ahead, Anna.
Again? Okay, hold on. If this there it goes. Which Law and Order film features robbers targeting the following locations: Adriano's, City Deposit, and Empyrean Fields?
You gotta be ready. Sometimes they might use a repeat. You gotta.
Noted.
This is tense because it's a close game.
Yeah,
Do you feel tension?
so much.
Tell. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Alex, who bet 0.
Beverly Hills Cop.
And Jack.
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Beverly Hills Cop 2 is the correct answer. So Jack will gain 1 point. Alex bet nothing, so he will lose
Let's
nothing.
go, Jack.
It is now a 1-point game, 27-28. As we get to the third category, you can take. You can re-select who will take it. Good luck, because the category is mixed bag. Let's get bets starting with Cabin 66. Who will be taking it for how much?
Me for 2. Fucking...
And some assembly required.
Will be me for 2. I love mixed bag.
I know, right?
Awesome. Your question in mixed bag. In Back to the Future, what specifically happens that stops Marty from disappearing? If I was disappearing, would you try to stop it?
I mean, yeah.
Oh, really?
Ugh, never mind.
Okay.
Well, probably. I mean, I don't know
Tim will try to stop it.
what I could possibly do to try to stop it.
Tim would try.
I would try.
I don't know. I don't believe it.
I would.
4,
Probably cry first.
3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
Oh, all right. That is Cabin 66's first repeat. The question again. In Back to the Future, what specifically happens that stops Marty from disappearing? Man, that was like I was like here ready to cut it off before. That was like the last second you could say repeat.
Real buzzer moment.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
You want to see a fun trick with the pen?
Whoa.
Crazy, right? Magic. It's mixed bag magic.
Can you explain more?
No.
Physics at all?
Inertia, I guess. I don't know.
Inertia. Okay. 5, 4,
Something like that.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe it's centrifugal force, what you're looking for. We'll go to Cabin 66, David.
Okay. His parents kiss after George gets back to dancing with her.
And Albert.
I said his parents' first kiss.
His parents' kiss, his parents' first kiss. That is
the specific
correct.
thing just kills me.
Just needed the people, like some people kiss. Like, yeah, well, like who are they? So each team will get 2 points. It is still a 1-point game, 30-29. Get to the penultimate question that Alex and Jack will have to take. Anna, what is the category?
The category is horror icons.
Alex, whatever could you have bet?
0.
And Jack, what could it be? That's wild. Anna, read the question that I spent precious time crafting.
All right. Your question in horror icons is, who plays Nora Winston, the assistant to Busta Rhymes' Freddy in Halloween Resurrection?
Yeah.
Rhymes's.
Busta Rhymes. Yeah, no, that's fair.
That's fun.
Anna, this is what's called a stats only question.
Yes, I've heard.
When no points are being gained or lost, but it only counts for stats. So you still want to try and get it right so that your accuracy is good. I'm quite frustrated with these types of questions because it means
then maybe you should stop asking horror icons questions because
we can't just stop. It's part of the game. No,
missing.
Mike Hanley would be very upset.
Showrunner.
Mike Hanley.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Alex.
I said Tyra Banks.
And Jack.
That sounds right. I blanked.
Tyra Banks is correct. Nothing happened. You guys still won, but you didn't. And so still at 30-29, as we get to the final question that teams can bet points on. That question is James Bond.
Oh, great.
Well, let's get bets starting with Cabin 66.
2.
And some assembly required.
2.
I don't have
All right,
Joe.
here's the sitch. We're going to go to some assembly required first. If they hit, we'll move Cabin 66, and then I'll tell you what happens from there. If they miss, Cabin 66 will automatically win the match. Anna, could you please read some assembly required their question? It's question number 2.
Number 2. Okay. All right. Your question is, Inspector, after showing Bond the new car and explaining that it has been reassigned to 009, what does Q give to Bond instead?
Oh, boy.
It's a watch, right?
He did have a watch, a very important watch in that
He
film.
just gives him the watch, I'm pretty sure. Like, because the smart blood is like the tracker that goes into his blood, and the only other thing he gets is the watch. I'm like almost sure.
Okay, you want to submit? You want to hear repeat? Okay.
We've got 2 repeats left. We'll repeat.
All right, so that is your second repeat. Go ahead, Anna.
Inspector, after showing Bond the new car and explaining that it has been reassigned to 009, what does Q give to Bond instead?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's the watch. Because he makes the crack of, oh, this is the 24th watch you've been given by my count, or something like that. So
Okay.
I'm not sure. So
Let's say watch.
Okay, watch. Final answer.
And that is correct for 2 big points. With that, some assembly required has taken the lead, 31-30. Cabin 66 still has their question. If they hit it, will win. If they miss, the match will go to some assembly required. Cabin 66, I'll be asking you your question. And James Bond, are you prepared?
Yep.
Yes.
Your question is, what specifically does Bond give to Vesper before the poker game begins in Casino Royale?
Okay.
Let's see. Necklace, dress.
5.
I think. Oh, okay.
3.
I think. Repeat the question.
All right, that is your second repeat of 1 remaining. Question again. What specifically does Bond give to Vesper before the poker game begins in Casino Royale?
I am starting to think dress, because I think they have the whole conversation about he tells her that he wants her to wear it and distract the people by walking in.
I think so.
I think the dress. I'm starting to picture the dress in my mind. I am
Repeat one
not
more.
used to thinking
Three.
about Bond questions.
Repeat.
The question.
All right, that was your final repeat. Question again. What specifically does Bond give to Vesper before the poker game begins in Casino Royale?
It's nothing else. It's not a drink. It's not a card. It's not. It's the dress. It's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right.
Sure. A dress. Final answer.
And your winners. Cabin 66 dress was the correct answer, and David had the correct conversation in mind as well with that. Cabin 66 does take the match. Final score 32-31, a barn burner. Anna, you usually watch these from the bed over there or maybe over there. Today you're front and center. What was it like? This was a tense one. These guys were all friends, but it felt like they hated each other towards the end. Thoughts on the match?
You know, I was definitely a nail biter towards the end, but you know, everything went well. I read well, they answered well, so it went well.
It went well. I agree. It's been a lot of fun. Let's hear what the teams have to say in the post-match interviews. Some assembly required. I knew this was going to be a nail biter. It's a mixed match of teams. Yes, it's true. Albert, David have not been on multiple teams before, but this feels very, very similar. If I look at this match, I think, okay, Albert and David can definitely match. I think Jack and Alex are definitely at similar levels. This feels like it would be a close match every time you guys play, and clearly you guys play outside of this all the time based on the conversations that were had in between the points in round 3 there. So. Didn't go your way. There was a moment there where it was maybe they missed the last question, and this match does go to you. And you guys still had an insane score, 31 points. Usually wins most matches. Just didn't happen today. How are you guys feeling about the match? And this, I know I asked you about this pair together, but even in a loss, you guys are still performing very well. I think this could be a good match here.
I feel pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Like round 1, They got, I think, 4 points on us in round 1, which is pretty crazy. But we were able to make up as much ground as we did. They gave us creature features, which, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure we put on the wheel, which was a choice for them. But, you know,
I think you're right. Yep.
Yeah. So, you know, that was a choice. But we were able to make our way through it. Albert picking up the questions I didn't know and vice versa. So no, I think this is a great team. I think Albert and I make a great team together. I'm very excited to see where we go this season and beyond, hopefully.
Yeah, no, echoed everything that Jack say. Basically, we clean sweep creature features. So that's good to know that we can do that. And yeah, like I was ready to pounce as well for the criminal underworld. If they missed any of those, I was like, yeah, I know the answer. So yeah, but they played a better game, obviously, because they beat us. But yeah, I like teaming up with Jack. This is fun, obviously, and yeah, I like the things you don't know, I know. So yeah, compliment each other, pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. Some assembly required. Is there any teams existing or new that you would like to face off against in your next match?
I don't have anyone in mind, do you?
I've got no one in mind right now, but you know, whoever you put us against, we'll put in the work and we'll make a good match out of it. So
I'd love to hear that. Jack, Albert, congratulations on a match well played. We'll see you next time. Cabin 66, as you move on, the matches will get harder. I'd like to think this one was a bit of a step up from a debut match. And you still only missed 2 questions in round 1 and then 1 in round 3. So you missed 3 questions overall. You guys are playing insane. Other teams, so like Some Assembly Required or Posse Galore are also playing insane. So maybe the right combination of people are here. Not that the last combinations were obviously like William Mistake is. Is an all-time team, but like these combinations are also working very well. The stats are speaking for themselves, and you all are 2-0 now. When you both kind of came in saying like, we'll see how it goes. It's going pretty well, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, Alex, did you remember they put creature features on the wheel?
I personally did not until the second they said it. So good job, David.
As soon as they were answering, we're way.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I found it odd. that
we like to live on the edge. That's how. But I'm happy with how we played. Same thing in round one. A stupid miss about me skipping Tokyo Drift in my Fast and Furious watch.
Oh, you did. That's fair.
And then betting, being able to bet smart, Alex manipulating Jack into betting 0. So even if we didn't know the horror icons question.
That was very smart. Yeah, I agree. I don't know that that'll work against every opponent, but in this case.
And then the fact that we were able to answer a James Bond question without, me getting a James Bond question without Joe here is like a nice moment for me. So yeah.
I agree. Absolutely. Well, yeah, guys, like I said, you missed 3 questions. Crazy shit. You're going to be moving on with a chance to become 3-0 prior to the summer. That chance will come against one of 2 teams who will be playing in 2 weeks. Those teams being Thwipit, which is Payson Johnson, Cameron Redshaw. The other one is Posse Galore.
Yeah.
So, Alex, you just played against your old teammate. David, you could have a chance to do the same in your next match. Preferences on those 2 teams?
Let's go Thwipit. Let's go Thwipit. Come on. The boys, for the boys.
Look, it was bound to happen eventually. So why not next match? 2-1 sounds good.
I agree. Absolutely. Awesome. Captain 66, congratulations on the win and a fantastic match. And we will see you next time. Anna, first time here. Got any closing thoughts? It's gotten very dark in my room. I didn't think the sun would go down so fast.
Yeah, it did go down pretty quick, although I see some of the sunset. It looks kind of nice. It was great. Both teams played really well. I'm kind of happy that I got to watch it, front and center, not on the bed right behind you, because I could see what was going on. And yeah, I only hope to be as good as them if I play. We'll see.
If you play, that's not a plan at the moment, but we'll see. Thank you to Captain 66. Thank you to Some Assembly Required. Fantastic match. Thank you to Anna for hosting. Thank you to Tim for editing this one. And we'll see you all next time with another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.